Hi everyone, this is Gaurav Bakshi from IMS Gets It Law. We have brought you a series, monthly current affairs series, and we are going to cover some topics from the month of April and from the month of May. Now, we are going to cover around 8 to 10 topics in each video. And in this video, we have brought you some topics from national arena and as well as from international arena. Now, there are around 8 topics that we are going to cover. In international arena, we are going to cover these 4 topics. And one of the most important news that you must have been hearing or reading in the newspaper is India UK Free Trade Agreement. It is related to tariffs, and you must be reading that tariff is one of the most important, one of the most talked about thing right now all over the world, right? So India UK Free Trade Agreement, Nuclear Suppliers Group, it is related to non-proliferation treaty. We are going to cover properly this topic. And third and fourth, International Atomic Energy Agency. These two topics are connected. And the last is IBCA. So IBCA is connected to one of the questions that was asked in CLAT 2025. In national arena, we are going to cover these 4 topics, relatively easy topics to understand. Now I'll request you to have pen, pencil, notebook or tab, whatever you have, and jot down notes, because we are going to cover topics exhaustively. We are going to touch upon each and every aspect that are to be covered related to these 8 topics. In this video, we are going to focus on these 8 topics and properly understand the different directions one should study related to all of these topics, right? So we it won't be linear, we are going into different direction. We'll go into different direction related to these senior citizen commissions, WHO's global age friendly cities. These two topics are connected. National Panchayati Raj Day, so we are also going to cover some static part of Panchayati Raj. And one of the most important topic right now, Tamil Nadu forms a committee to review center-state relation, and there will be some we'll touch upon the education policy, we'll touch upon the delimitation related to this topic, right? So now let's start with our first topic, Senior Citizen Commission, Kerala. Now, Senior Citizen Commission in Kerala is established by passing this act, Kerala Senior Citizen Commission Act. This Kerala Senior Citizen Commission Act is passed in the month of April, and what it does, it has created a Senior Citizen Commission. And Senior Citizen Commission, this commission is a statutory body. Now you must be knowing that there is a difference between statutory body, a constitutional body. A constitutional body is a body which is created under the constitution. For example, Election Commission, UPSC, Finance Commission, etc. A statutory body is a body which is created under a particular act. So Senior Citizen Commission is created under this act, Kerala State Senior Citizens Commission Act. So this is a statutory body. Some other example of a statutory body may be a Food Safety Authority, created under Food Safety Act, right? So this is the basic difference between a statutory body and a constitutional body. Now, what is the function of this body, what is the function of this commission, is that it will safeguard the rights and welfare of the elderly and act as an advisory body. This is important, act as an advisory body for policy making. Now, if there are any changes that is to be made in some particular act or law of Kerala state, or any scheme that is to be presented by the state government, this Senior Citizen Commission will act as an authority to advise the changes, advise to bring any new scheme or policy related to elder citizens of that particular state. Aim of the commission is to ensure rehabilitation, protection and empowerment of citizens, promote active participation of citizens in building a progressive and inclusive Kerala. Now, Kerala has taken one of the major steps regarding this, and this step of Kerala is recognized internationally. We'll understand how. Now, this step of Kerala to help their senior citizen, Senior citizens are generally defined as those citizens of the state or the country who are above 60 years of age. Now, to help those senior citizens being empowered, protection of those senior citizens and rehabilitation properly, this commission is created. Right. Now, this Senior Citizen Act and Commission is connected to this topic, WHO's Global Age Friendly Cities Network. Now, this type of question, this may be asked in CLAT as well, and some ADLET, additional law aptitude, law admission tests such as NMIMS, MHCET and SLAT, ki which cities are added to WHO's Global Age Friendly Cities. This is one of the one-liner question, but conceptually this kind of question may be asked in CLAT as well, right? So WHO's Global Age Friendly Cities Network, it is a commission under WHO, established by WHO in the year 2010 to connect cities and communities committed to making their environment age friendly. They are committed in making their environment age friendly. It includes around 100 cities, hundreds of cities around the world, right? So we have understood what is this global age friendly cities network and how it is connected to Senior Citizen Commission in this topic. Now there are there's two cities in India, Kozhikode and Kochi. Both the cities are located in where? Located in Kerala. Now, Kozhikode received an international recognition from the WHO. International recognition from the WHO for its effort in promoting elderly friendly policies and infrastructure. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why two cities, only two cities from India and that too from Kerala? Because before the act, before the commission that was passed, before the act that was passed, we just read about, the Kerala government has taken many steps to make their cities, to make their state more elderly friendly. They have taken steps before as well, and now they have passed that act, Kerala State Senior Citizen Commission Act, right? Now, that's why two cities from Kerala are included in Global Age Friendly Cities Network. How many cities are there? There are around hundreds of cities and more than 50 countries. Two of them are in Kerala. Which one? Kochi and Kozhikode. Right? Now, question may be asked ki which one is the first city? So Kochi is the first city, and secondly it was recognized in the year 2024, and Kozhikode is the second city recognized in 2025. Right? Both of these topics are connected, Senior Citizen Commission and WHO's Global Age Friendly Cities Network, right? So Kochi and Kozhikode, these kind of question, which city is in the list of Global Age Friendly Cities Network? The question may be asked, which cities are there? So Kochi and Kozhikode. Which state has passed an act which is elderly friendly? Kerala. I think you have understood the topic. First, let's see Senior Citizen Commission Act. Senior Citizen Commission Act passed by Kerala, a commission. This commission is a statutory body made under this Act of 2025. Aims of the commission to rehabilitate, protect and empowerment of citizen. Two cities from Kerala, Kozhikode and Kochi, has been added to WHO's Global Age Friendly Cities Network. Now, let's just see what these cities are doing. Creation of parks and public spaces designed to be accessible and comfortable for citizens, senior citizens. Provisions of healthcare services specifically addressing the needs of the elderly. Organization of workshops and educational programs to promote healthy and active aging, and utilization of digital tools. It is one of the most important, and platforms by the elderly to share the information and offer support and services to older adults. Now, generally these 4 points are where Kochi and Kozhikode are in front of other cities in India, right? Now, let's move to our second topic, National Panchayati Raj Day. Now, National Panchayati Raj Day celebrated on 24th of April. By 24th of April, we are covering last week of April and first 3 weeks of May. The other video will be like that only, last week of May and the first 3 weeks of June. Now, National Panchayati Raj Day was celebrated on 24th April. Panchayati Raj Act was passed. Now, 73rd Constitutional Amendment 1992, what it did, it created Panchayati Raj institutions, right? Panchayati Raj institution, and this Panchayati Raj Day was first celebrated in 2010. First celebration took place in 2010. Now we'll understand in this topic what is Panchayati Raj, what is local self government, and also we'll see what kind of questions may be asked in this topic, right? First of all, the first and most basic, which constitutional amendment brought the changes in the constitution regarding Panchayati Raj? 73rd Constitutional Amendment. 73rd Constitutional Amendment brought the changes regarding Panchayati Raj institutions. One of the amendment that is also related with this is 74th, that brought about the changes in municipality level. 73rd and 74th Amendment, these questions may be asked. Now let's move ahead. What is Panchayati Raj system? So the three-tier system of local self-government, three-tier system of local self-government in India known as Panchayati Raj system consists of three levels: Zila Parishad, Panchayat Samiti and Gram Panchayat. These three levels. Panchayat is at the most basic level, at the lowest level, and then some group of Gram Panchayat form Panchayat Samiti, and then group of Panchayat Samitis, they form Zila Parishad. Now this is how it goes. Gram Panchayat at the village level, at the block level Panchayat Samiti, and Zila Parishad at the district level, and combination of Gram Panchayat they form Panchayat Samiti, and combination of block level Panchayat Samiti they form Zila Parishad, and that's why it is called three-tier system, right? That's why it is called three-tier system. Now we can also say that in India the governance structure is also divided at center level, then state level, then local self-governance level. This is also three-tier system: center, state and local self-governance. This local self-governance, it got the constitutional provision, it got the constitutional statutory provisions with 73rd and 74th Amendment. Constitutional recognition was given by 73rd and 74th Amendment. So before 1992, it does not mean that before 1992 there were no Panchayati Raj institution, no. 1992, after the amendment of 1992, Panchayati Raj institutions got constitutional recognition. But even before, around 1957, the Balwant Rai Mehta Committee, it is important. Which committee is related to Panchayati Raj institutions? Balwant Rai Mehta Committee. Now, Balwant Rai Mehta Committee gave their recommendations regarding Panchayati Raj institution, and in 1959, Rajasthan became the first state. Rajasthan became the first state to implement this Panchayati Raj institution in their own state. But in 1959, it didn't have the constitutional recognition. Constitutional recognition was given in 1992, right? Constitutional recognition was given in 1992. Balwant Rai Mehta Committee first is recommended Panchayati Raj institutions, and 1959 Rajasthan implemented. In which city? In the city of Nagaur, right? So these are some one-liner questions which may be asked in ADLET, Additional Law Admission Test, right? Now, I think we have understood what are Panchayati Raj. Panchayati Raj Day was celebrated on 24th of April. It was given constitutional recognition with 73rd Amendment Act. The first celebration of Panchayati Raj Day was celebrated in 2010, and after that it has been it is being celebrated regularly. Three-tier system. Three-tier system is Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti and Zila Parishad. Group of Gram Panchayat, they form Panchayat Samiti. Group of Panchayat Samiti at a block level, they form Zilla Parishad. This is called three-tier system, and this is the lowest level of government, that is local self-governance, and they are given the autonomy, the discretion to take decision on some of the pointers related to land, agriculture, etc. Right? Now let's move ahead to our fourth topic. I'm sorry, we have covered three topics: senior citizen commissions in Kerala, WHO Global Age Friendly Cities Network. These two topics are connected. We have covered National Panchayati Raj Day. Along with day, we have understood what is Panchayati Raj, the questions related to Panchayati Raj institution, which one is the first state to implement Panchayati Raj institutions, which committee is related to Panchayati Raj institution, the constitutional amendment related to Panchayati Raj institutions. And now let's move to our fourth topic. Tamil Nadu forms committee to review center-state relation, one of the most important topic right now. And there are heated debates regarding center-state relation, and kind of Tamil Nadu is spearheading this debate, right? Now let's move to this topic. Now, Tamil Nadu forms committee to review center-state relations. Tamil Nadu has formed a three-member committee, a three-member high-level committee to review the provisions of constitution, laws and policies with respect to center-state relation, and recommend appropriate steps to strengthen the state's autonomy and federalism. Now, this is one of the most heated debate right now in India regarding federalism, regarding states' autonomy, what are the powers of state to legislate, and why this debate is there. We'll understand why these debates between center and state, why Tamil Nadu is taking a position where it is saying that the state's autonomy are being lessened day by day by the center, and why what are the reasons for that. First, let's see the facts. Who are the members of this three member high level committee? First of all, Justice Kurian Joseph. He is retired Supreme Court judge. He is the chairperson. Now, second person is K. Ashok Vardhan Shetty. He is a retired IAS officer. And the third is M. Naganathan, former vice chairperson, State Planning Commission, right? So these three person are the member of this high level committee, and this high level committee has been formed by Tamil Nadu state. Who is the chief minister of Tamil Nadu state? Mr. M.K. Stalin, right? Now, this committee has to submit report by January 2026, final report within 2 years. Within 2 years, they have to submit a final report by January 2026. That is around 6 months away, 6 to 7 months away. They have to submit a interim report, and what this report will include: any changes, any review of the provision of the constitution, any other law or policies with respect to center and state relation. Now, in constitution, there is a chapter, there is a part which talks about center and state relation. Centers and state relation is related to legislative power. First of all, how the relations are defined? It is defined with regard to legislative power. Secondly, it is defined with related to administrative power. What are the administrative powers of center and state? What are the legislative powers of center and state? So there is a part in constitution which directly deals with the powers of center and state, and obviously India is a quasi federal state. Quasi federal state. Now, first of all, for those who don't know what federal means, federalism or federal structure, it means that division of power between two forms of government. One is at the center and second is at the state level. Now, division of power between center and state. In India, there is a union government. In India, there are 28 state governments and 3 union territories with their own legislature. Now, I'll ask you a question in between this topic only. Ki, comment down how many union territories have their own legislature. So there are 8 union territories. How many union territories have their own legislature, and which are those union territories, right? So at the union level and at the state level, power is divided. Now this power division with the perspective of legislature and administrative executive. With the perspective of legislature and administrative perspective, the power is divided, and this division of power is called federalism. This division of power is called federalism, right? Now, India is a quasi-federal state. Why? Half federal state. Why? Because center has more power than state. Center has more power than state. Which other country is purely federalist? Federal constitution. It has federal constitution. United States of America. There is balance of power between center and state. That's why United States of America is a federal country. That's why United States of America, it has a federal constitution. But Indian constitution, where there is a disbalance, a little more power with the center. So it is called quasi-federal state, right? Quasi-federal constitution. Now, other than this, let's come back to this committee. This committee has to submit this report by a final report within 2 years, interim report by January 26. Who are the members? These are factual questions that may be asked, right? What it has to do? It has to review and recommend any changes that are to be made in the constitution, in the laws and policies related to center and state relation. Once again, center and state relation, they are decided according to legislative powers and administrative powers that are divided between center and state. Okay, how it is defined? According to the legislative and administrative power. Now let's move ahead. Why? Core issues in center state relation and why Tamil Nadu has to take this step. Now, erosion of legislative power. Many subjects have been moved from state to concurrent list, reducing states' control over crucial area like education and health. First of all, before understanding erosion of legislative power, what is this state and concurrent list? Now, there is a schedule in the constitution. There are 12 schedule in the constitution, and out of those 12 schedule, there is a 7th schedule, and 7th schedule talks about 3 lists. First is union, second is state list, and the third one is concurrent list. Now briefly let's understand what are this list. Union list is where there are some topics mentioned in union list, and only union parliament can legislate on those topics. Means only union parliament can make laws on those topics on union list. In union list, the matters that are mentioned in the union list, only the union parliament can legislate, can make laws. In the state list, only the state governments can make laws, 28 state governments. And the question, how many union territories, which are the union territories, they have their own legislature, right? And the third, concurrent, where union can make laws and state can make laws. So this is the list. And let's come back to erosion of legislative power. Many subjects have been moved from state to concurrent list, which means on those matters when there was a time when only state can make laws, now moving those matters from state to concurrent list. Now union can also make laws. This means that the power is being taken away by the union from the state. This is what the Tamil Nadu government is claiming. This is where the debate is around erosion of legislative powers, power to make laws. Now, there is example written here that reducing the state's control over crucial areas like education and health. If you have to note this down, it is important, the 7th schedule. Now, control over education and health. Now, there is one debate regarding National Education Policy, NEP. And NEP, National Education Policy, brought about some changes, some drastic and major changes related to education in India. And this education policy is formed by a central committee. Now, the chairperson of the central committee was K. Kasturi Rangan. You should write it down. The National Education Policy, this came in the year 2020. The chairperson was K. Kasturi Rangan, a static GK question. Now, this policy was formed by the center, not by the state. And previously, this education and health was in stateless, which means only state can make laws. Now center has brought a policy, made overhauling changes in the educational system of state as well as center, and that's where the problem starts with the state. One of the major problem is that imposition of a third language. You should read about it, national education policy. There is extra reading to be done. National Education Policy 2020 and the debate around language, three language policy. I am not going to go into it, but three language policy is something you should know about, where the states are disputing with the center. Right, now come to reduce representation. States like, now this is on its own, it is one of the bigger topics, but we have superficially on the surface level we have covered this topic. I've given example related to national education policy, how the erosion of power, how and why the state government is claiming that there is erosion of legislative power, because the education has been moved from state to concurrent list, and the example is for that national education policy. Now let's move to second reason, reduce representation. It is of its own a different bigger topic, but we'll understand uh, in a short way. Now, reduced representation. States like Tamil Nadu feel penalized by the delimitation process, which could reduce their representation in the parliament despite proactive population control. Many new terms, terminologies. Delimitation process. Delimitation process could reduce their representation in parliament despite proactive population control. A process which could reduce representation. There is a process. What is delimitation? Delimitation. I am trying to tell you, I am explaining delimitation process here. There is a process which could reduce the representation in parliament. Now parliament has two houses, right? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So this representation could be reduced in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, despite, even after, what Tamil Nadu is saying. States like Tamil Nadu are saying that despite proactive population control measures, their representation could be reduced despite population control. Now let's understand what is delimitation. Now delimitation is a process that is to be conducted by 2026. Last delimitation process was conducted in the year 1976. Delimitation, what it does, it gives, it changes the number of seats in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, first of all, and how it changes according to the population of a particular state. Now, seats to a particular state will be allotted according to their population, and obviously it will be allotted to the states with higher population. States with higher population will get more seats. So let's say it is a fact that Uttar Pradesh has higher population compared to other states in India. Now Uttar Pradesh will get more seats. Now Tamil Nadu has this apprehension, this problem with delimitation is that because they have controlled their population, because they didn't let their population grow as much as some other states have grown regarding population, so their representation will be reduced because their population hasn't grown that much, and if the population hasn't grown, then their representation proportionality will be reduced. Proportionally, some states with larger population will get more seats, and some states with lower population will get lesser seats. And this delimitation process, when it will be conducted in the year 2026, and it will change the representation, it will change the whole representation in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. This is the basic idea of delimitation. Now this is one of the major concerns of some of the southern states, a delimitation process, and delimitation process will be conducted by center, right? That's why this is one of the core issue in center state relation, right? If you need a separate video regarding center-state relation or delimitation process, please comment down below. We'll make a separate video regarding delimitation, because delimitation is a hot topic. It will continue till 2026, or even after that. A case may be filed, a case was there regarding delimitation. So if you need a proper video regarding delimitation, please comment down below. Now, let's move to third major concern. Why there is a committee? Exclusion of states from key decisions. States believe that they are often excluded from important national decisions such as demonetization in 2016, undermining the participatory governance envisioned in India's federal framework. So, what the states are saying, that the demonetization is one of the key decision that was taken by central government in last 8 to 10 years, and no state government was consulted before even taking this decision. That's why one of the major issues that states are concerned with, that their powers is being eroded. Now I think you must have understood what are the concern, why Tamil Nadu state government has formed this committee. So factual question, who are the members of the committee? What are the questions, what are the topics they are going on, which topics they are going to recommend any changes in their report, when is the final report is going to be submitted, and what are the core issues why this committee was formed in the first place. One of the most important topic, we understood what is 7th schedule, what is delimitation process, Hana. Next delimitation process is to be conducted in the year 2026, and last, exclusion from the key decisions, that is demonetization, etc. Right? So in our national segment, we have covered these 4 topics exhaustively, properly. Senior Citizens Commission Kerala, WHO's Global Age Friendly Network, these 2 topics are connected. I have explained to you how. National Panchayati Raj Day, we have also covered some static part to this part related to this topic. And Tamil Nadu forms committee to review center-state relation. We have also covered on a surface level the center-state relation and delimitation as well. We have covered delimitation, but if you want another video solely focusing on delimitation or center-state relation, please comment below and we'll make a separate video regarding this. Delimitation is going to be an issue till 2026, 2027, till your exam year, right? And in our coming video, we are also going to cover some international topics that I have shared with you. Till then, see you, and subscribe to our channel, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc. And till then, stay consistent. All the best. Bye.